Hey,
And then everyone
we're
else.
officially live now. Everyone should be able to
Hello.
hear us and see us.
Hi.
Everybody in chat, if any of the sound drops out or videos freeze, feel free to let us know so we can fix it right away. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay for Syrinscape. And before we get into just a recap and get into the gameplay, let's do as we always do. Let's go around the table, introduce ourselves to everybody watching, and then introduce your character as well. Ellen, you want to start it off?
Can. So I am Ellen. I am from Baby Beard Media with the lovely Phil, who sits below me. Had to check. And we're an Australian podcast and YouTube company, and we make a fantastic TTRPG podcast called Roll to Cast. That's ROLE. We've played Cyberpunk 20, Cyberpunk Red, Vampire the Masquerade, Pulp Cthulhu, and we're currently playing Kids on Bikes, which is my season. So wherever you get good podcasts, subscribe to Roll to Cast, and that would be really, really super awesome, because for every time you do that, we survive another snake attack here in Australia. And I am playing Alley Katz, the rocker of your dreams.
Nice. And also, thanks everybody for all the hype train subs there, and gifted subs, the cheering. We see it. Thank you so much. Keep up the hype. Love that.
Great morning.
Definitely. Rockette.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Rockette Fox. I am here, there, everywhere, but mostly on Instagram and Twitch on my own channel, which as of late I've been streaming Biomutant, which I particularly love because you play an anthropomorphic little raccoon guy, and that has me written all over it. And it's been a lot of fun. And I also have a podcast as well called Fantastically Strange. And if you're into either fantastic or strange, preferably both, things, then it is a podcast for your ear holes. The last episode that is up is about where I interview a death midwife. And I have another one upcoming where I interview a mentalist, illusionist, and scientist person. This is all the same person, but this person does all of these things.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of hats to fill. And it's on all of your favorite podcast places. And if it's not, I will end those other places. And which brings me to the role I am playing for you tonight, which is Hades, who will also end anyone who is a Netrunner that may be competing with me for the role of your favorite Netrunner. So just bear that in mind. No pressure.
No pressure. Phil.
Yes. Hello, I'm Phil. I'm also part of Beard Media, honorary Australian. I will talk about our YouTube channel because Ellen so nicely bigged up our podcast. So our YouTube channel is a place where we play mainly RPGs of all different stripes, whether they be top-down CRPGs or first-person RPGs like Fallout, or we play Pillars. At the moment, Ellen and I are into the original Witcher, which is a sort of over-the-shoulder RPG. You can come and see Geralt's glow up right from the beginning. But we do daily uploads, so there's always more content coming out on there. we're always adding more games and stuff to our repertoire on there. So if you go and check that out and sub to that, you'll help us win the Emu War, which, contrary to what Wikipedia says, is actually it's still ongoing to this day.
It never ended.
No, it did not. And their technology continues to increase. And if you don't help us, they will outpace us very soon. I've heard they're working on lasers, so it's up to you guys. It's really up to you. And today, I'm playing an assassin who doesn't yet have a laser, unfortunately. I'm playing Bud solo.
Perfect, Brandon.
The laser thing seems like your problem.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
I am Brennan Perkins, DM_Brando, and I stream in many, many places, but I'm also writing a book right now, and that's something I'm super excited about. It is within the cyberpunk genre, and I'm about 4 chapters in, and I'm going to be making a big push to get more done over this next week or so, too. See if I can get another chapter out there. But yeah, if anybody's interested at all, you can find me at DM_Brandon or Brando at Wattpad, and you can find the prologue posted there. And this is the first place I'm announcing it. I haven't said anything on the socials about it yet, so feel free to do that. And also, make sure you sub here on Syrinscape, or else Moose will get me, because the snakes aren't so bad here. Save me from the moose.
I don't.
It's here. It's watching me right now.
No.
You gotta sub.
How many subs you got there, eh?
Be a shame if something were to happen to you.
Oh man!
I thought you
this
drowned in
moose.
maple syrup, but you know, I mean, that was just my thinking.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
That's how
I'm
the
really
moose
good
get
at
you.
consuming maple syrup. I can't drown in it.
Fair play.
And,
Oh, God.
you'll be playing Rush.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I do play a character in this too. I'm going to be playing Rush, the fixer of your dreams.
Oh, uh-oh. Things are getting weird. Hell
A little
yeah.
bit weird.
Perfect. Hell yeah. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. If you haven't checked that out, check out Cyberpunk Uncensored on Twitch, on YouTube, also cyberpunkuncensored.com. Lots of gameplay, series, all kinds of great videos and live streams. Aside from that, I'm doing this right here every week for Syrinscape. Every Friday, I'm running Fallout for Mad Queen. So that's tomorrow. Check that out at noon Pacific time on the Mad Queen YouTube channel. Every Tuesday, I get to play Fallout, where Brandon is the overseer on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Twitch. So that's a lot of fun. And then I've got a bunch of monthlies that I run for Cyberpunk. I also have Dune that's going to be coming up in the near future. But next Saturday and Sunday, I have 2 different monthly games that'll be streaming. So join me next weekend at the Cyberpunk Uncensored Twitch channel. I would really appreciate that. Aside from that, you got to show some love to Syrinscape. It's why we're here. We do this every week, and we couldn't do it without all of you tuning into the live stream and or supporting the VOD on the YouTube. So I just ask you to please subscribe and follow to Syrinscape here on Twitch, also on YouTube, and then share the page. Share this stream. If you have a Twitch channel, maybe rate it. Just do anything you can to help it grow and become bigger and better and get more views on what we're doing here. We would love that. And also check out the Syrinscape website. It's very useful, whether you're a player or a GM. It adds sounds and all kinds of cool stuff to your gameplay, whether in person around the table or doing it online virtually like we're doing right here. All right, let's get into it. Let's just do a little mini recap and then get into the gameplay. So the team has basically been hired. Well, not hired, I guess told by city council to go and help out this floating city, this sort of float nation sort of thing. And it is the high water. Sorry, let me bring all this up. All my pages just closed. I apologize if something doesn't go wrong digitally. It's not a perfect live stream. But yeah, it's the high water citadel, and yeah, it's a drift nation. It's on the water. It basically runs. Got them all open now. Thanks for bearing with me. And yeah, it runs basically the international water side of the California current, kind of controlling all trade. And the city knows this. Anything coming and going has to go through Umbra, who runs this citadel. And somebody stole her power rods, her fuel rods that run this huge drift nation. And the city council said, hey, Upper Marina, you guys are in charge of the docks and things coming and going. You have a special task force. Get out there and investigate it. Umbra requested the city to send somebody out to check it out. She doesn't trust anybody within the city. In fact, she shut down all incoming, outgoing traffic when the fuel rods came up missing and they went to half power. They've just been kind of sitting dead in the water, running on emergency power. And the team's out there. They flew out there and they've been investigating. They haven't found out much, but they have found a few clues, a couple, opinions and leads. They've gone around. They're now exploring the different districts of the Citadel. They've already checked out the jail cells and the engine room and things like that. And I recommend everybody go check out the previous streams so you can get all the great details. But yeah, let's jump into it. The team has basically been checking out the South American district on the high water Citadel. Let me bring up the image for it. I think the team, you all should already be able to see it, but let me bring it up for stream.
Yeah, is that the bottom left one?
There you go. Yeah, we'll say bottom left one there. That's the one you're on right now. And yeah, as you can see, anybody watching, it's basically a huge aircraft carrier that's toting these 4 other ships, a yacht, some other cargo ship containers, cargo ships, and it kind of totes them along, and the whole thing kind of makes up the high water Citadel. And the 4 different ships dragging along make up different districts. There's Little China, the South Am, there's the Neo-Soviet Russian district, and then the Middle Eastern district. And then aside from that, the main ship itself has the upper deck, the main building headquarters where Umbra kind of runs out of, and security, then the lower deck, which seems to be all the workers and lower level traders and people coming and going, and then below that was all storage and jail cells and engine room. Okay, so now here we are. You guys have been hanging out. You've met Diego. He's very charismatic. In fact, I think it was Hades and Bud that were kind of impressed by him, I guess we could say. You think he's a cool guy, as Bud put it. He doesn't know what it is. He just thinks he's a cool guy.
He may have stolen the rods, but I don't care. He's a cool guy.
Exactly.
He probably had a good reason. I don't know.
He just seems so down to earth.
I know, right?
He lives to party.
South Am is like Bud's cultural background from his life path. So this is the place on the Drift Nation that he kind of hails from when he was a lot younger. So
Does
he feels at home
recognize
here.
Diego?
Oh yeah, very cool. And yeah, during
Floating barrios.
yeah, and during this interaction with him, I think it was Alley Cat's kind of noticed Hades and Bud kind of, I don't know, being persuaded a little or just getting a little starry-eyed at Diego a little. She was kind of getting annoyed at Hades and Diego, a little flirting stuff, even though Diego's flirting with everybody. But Diego noticed it, ended up confronting Allie about it, I guess, saying, well, what's wrong with you, not having a good time, or something along those lines. And in an attempt to, I guess, kind of show Diego what she's capable of and stuff, she was taking the stage to perform a bit. There's a stage right there, and as we know, this district is all about partying in the evenings, and that's what Diego seems to be all about. So let's take it right there. Alley Katz kind of takes the stage. The band kind of slows down the music, and one of the main leaders that's playing some electric sort of guitar-looking custom leans over, and he's just like, hey, what kind of music you need, Mamacita?
Well, for my purposes, I'm going to be providing the beat. So you just need to follow me.
Okay, no problem. Let's go, Caprons! Come on, Caprons! Hey! Gets all excited and shit, and the band starts just like playing and going and waiting for you to start the music.
So Ali, fueled by alcohol and petty jealousy that is misplaced and undirected, she strides confidently onto the stage and she takes out one of her light melee weapons, which is the cat o' nine tails, which I think I had to specifically ask Rob what a whip would be in the cyberpunk world. Which,
Hey, we're on board ship. It's thematic.
Yeah, yes. But also, it's the cat o' nine tails. It's got fiber optic strands that also have tiny little cats' faces on it. And basically, this is inspired by a tango performance that I saw. Ali is going to start twirling the whip across her body, up and down, until she starts making contact with the floor, which will create a... And she starts dancing in tempo with that, flicking her legs, swirling around, and playing with the tempo of the whip on the stage, and then occasionally on her own body. But we won't delve into that.
Nice. Yeah, we'll keep it PG as much as possible, but Allie's getting into it. She's tearing it up with the whip. Let's get you to roll. Give me a performance check.
I will.
Allie's going to have some new fans by the time we get back to the mainland.
Or dancing. I'll take either or since this is a dance performance.
I do have specifically dance skills, so
Whichever
I think
you're
I will.
better in, go for it.
I think it's probably... Oh god, where is performance? Is that a cool skill or... No, that's specifically performance, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you think.
Yeah.
I think dancing would probably be the most appropriate, but...
Yeah, let's do that, because it is specifically done. Oh!
Good.
Yes, good. That's a not nat 20.
We don't have those. We don't do that
Nice.
here.
We don't do those here. Yeah, well, it's specifically dance training, and she's trying to show Diego up with a bit of, like, Argentinian tango that she's learnt in her time.
Nice. Yeah, you're tearing it up. People are getting into it, and the crowd actually starts cheering and clapping along and kind of matching the patterns of the whip cracking, and the band's following along. Everybody's getting into it. It's a very musically talented crowd and district here. They're this isn't their first party and sing along, so to speak. So everyone's getting into it, and you're doing a great job. Diego even kind of stands up at the table and starts clapping along, and then he leans down towards Bud. He's just like, "Your girl's pretty badass. I like this." And then he walks over to the crowd and starts kind of dancing along too with some people. What's everybody else doing?
Drinking. Smoking. What are you doing?
Being... I love a confrontational Phil in the morning.
I know. It feels so crazy in the morning. We need to make a later stream. This is too confrontational. I have a hard time.
Whoa, chilling.
Doing some bumps of synth. Why are we here? Why are we here again?
Yeah, I mean, I think Hades is like she's up kind of at the front near the edge of the stage, and she's getting people hype, and then she's just kind of chilling out, enjoying things. Like she is, she knows what Allie is capable of, and she enjoys, seeing her perform, and she also doesn't want Allie to be mad at her.
Yeah, what's Rush doing?
Sitting still in the VIP area, trying to think of a good angle to approach this and see if we can get some information from Diego.
Doing work? What?
Yeah, give me a deduction check.
What a square.
I know, right?
I kind of figured he would be on the case. So
Everyone's partying. Rush is in the back doing his homework and shit. Like,
We know he's gonna be
no.
on it. That's why we can all be goofing off.
My deduction is 10. I rolled a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting a good read on it. This is one culture you're just not well versed in, I guess you could say. You're not as experienced in. And it seems like they're wrapped up in the party moment right now, and you're maybe trying to think a little too much on it while everyone else is in party mode, so you're not getting any good ideas right now. However, since Diego was kind of I don't know, persuasive and impressive to Hades and Bud when Hades is up in the front and Diego's dancing. He kind of grabs Hades' arm to dance with him, and then he reaches over to Bud, who's drinking at the table, and grabs Bud hand like, "Yo, come on, man!" and like tries to pull Bud up to dance as well. You're having a hard time resisting, even though it's not very Bud-like.
Can't resist his dreamy eyes.
So let's get some dancing skill checks from Hades and Phil.
Let's see how it goes. Hey, last time Hades cut a pretty mean rug.
It's true. They made a circle for her.
What's the base for dancing? I mean, I play a pretty
Dexterity. Which makes sense, because you gotta be nimble,
yeah.
gotta be quick.
Is it not under performance skills? Where is it?
It's under body
I thought
skills.
it was, but it's under body. Yeah.
That makes no sense. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
I know.
Don't you use your body?
Well, dexterity, I guess.
I
you know.
guess.
Nice.
I guess that's the thing.
not,
Like,
I guess I'm not dancing for anyone.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's the
great.
difference
That's a
between
great role.
Being a good technical performer.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Zero.
We'll say Hades had her moment earlier where, like, I think she was dancing and people were making a circle around her and she was tearing it up. Remember that? But now it's. Yeah.
I feel like at this point she's really focused on trying to get Bud up, like is how I would see this unfolding. Because Bud is not really.
Oh yeah, no, Bud's gonna be reluctant at first. I could see that. Yeah.
So she like foregoes actually like doing the dancing herself and is like, "Come on, Bud," and starts like just goofing off trying to get him relaxed to try and like get him up. So she's not really.
I love that.
even
Yeah. I'm trying to be goofy.
What happens is Bud
anything.
is all like, no, and then finally he just like, boom.
Exactly. No, all of a sudden, because with that dance roll, it totally makes sense. He's like, nah. Okay, hold on. And he's just like tearing it up, and like everyone's like, oh shit! Oh my god.
Me every time at karaoke. No.
No. Oh, I just one song. Can
Little
I?
something.
I don't necessarily want to like quiz anyone, but can I use this kind of party moment, the fact that I am getting into the dancing, to just kind of build the relationship with Diego a little bit, just to sort of maybe get him starting to maybe ally with us, trust us a little bit.
Oh yeah. No, I'm maybe gonna make you do a human perception roll with that great dance roll and the way you kind of played that out. Diego's kind of impressed. Like, he's impressed by Allie, as he told you, and then he tried to get you up dancing. Hades helped, and you did. And then you did awesome at it. You can tell Diego's actually impressed. Like, he's laughing. He's having a good time. He's dancing with you guys. Seems to like y'all.
Okay, I'm going to add a couple points of luck, because my human perception is not great.
Yeah, you don't have to do
empathy.
no, I'm not going to make you do a...
Oh, you don't have to?
No, not in this case,
Thank
because of the great dance roll and stuff.
Oh, right.
In the way that went. Yeah, absolutely. He's
dancing as a proxy for human interaction. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and it's a rare thing for Bud, too. And with Allie did such a great on the dancing and performance. Diego's liking y'all. You know, you can tell he's impressed. Like I said, he's laughing. He's having a good time. But Allie, you go on with the performance. What was that, Bud?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, for the crew here, my kind of angle is like to wait until the height of the party dies down, and then maybe when things are cooling down, when people are toking a bit and trying to relax, that's when we kind of start
Make our
turning the.
moves.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, you're being tactful about it. Like
We need
Diego
to
said.
wear them down via partying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is my contribution to that, so
Oh,
the
yeah.
intelligent people can find out stuff later.
We must keep partying. It's the only way.
The classic method.
Tactical partying.
Yeah, I picture you
We
all
lost many a good man that night.
dancing for hours to the point you're sweating and looking like you're in pain, but you're still dancing. You're like, oh god, when can we stop? But no,
We can't stop.
you do great. You're dancing. Diego's having a great time. Allie, you're doing awesome on the performance. If there's anything else you want to add to the performance, you can. Otherwise, we'll say that you do awesome with the dancing and the whip and the patterns and on the beat. And everyone's impressed. I would like you to do a charismatic impact roll for me, though.
Yes, I might as well ask. She might, once she kind of finishes with her normal tempo, with a little trill and a arriba. That's Mexican. Forget that. Disregard.
It still works.
It still works. As a global community. But she might grab a fan and point to Diego, trying to get him up on stage. And I was rolling charismatic impact, as I do often in life.
Nice. Yeah, what I was doing, and I like the way that you kind of used it with the whole trying to get a fan bringing Diego up. That's awesome. Very creative. I love that. Let's go with that. I was going to be checking on this by your performance. You're winning over, it seems like at least half of the crowd that's up there dancing starts chanting your name and specifically like looking at you while dancing and like less dancing with each other and more becoming fans. You're absolutely winning over the crowd. And you're able to even get a couple of them to grab Diego and kind of push him up towards the stage, and he doesn't fight it. He's like, oh, okay. He gets up on stage and he starts tearing it up, and he's dancing amazing. If there was a roll on it, he's in the high 20s right now as far as stats, He's tearing it up. Any type of dance move you can think of, he's following right there with you, and he's on beat. He's good.
Fantastic. She might, at a certain point, move... they've danced in sync. They're kind of matching tempos. It's like a one-up kind of thing of like, let's take that move and turn it up, and like that keeps going for a while. And then she might actually like tango with him just to kind of like do that thing of like, we're instilling goodwill, but also
Nice.
I'm not even tired yet.
Give me one more. Give me one more dancing.
One more dance?
Yeah. Give me one more.
One more
This is gonna be
time.
for the little fun dance fight moment, the little back and forth
Yeah.
sort of moment.
Yeah, it's gonna be so upsetting if we have to kill this guy later.
For you, maybe.
Maybe not that upsetting.
Inconvenient.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Nice.
Another 20. I don't know why I used my luck point. Anyway.
Yeah, and you actually outdo him at that moment. Whether he's buzzed or whatever is happening, your stamina is outdoing him. Like you said, you're kind of showing him that you're not even tired, and you could tell he's a little bit worn down. Like you're showing him up a little bit, but then you start dancing with him, and his mood kind of changes. He realizes like you're not really trying to show him up, you're just having fun, and he totally laughs and has a good time with it. Dances with you, kind of winds down, and he kind of directs you off stage. The crowd kind of cheers. And the band carries on with music. People kind of carry on dancing, drinking, doing what they do. And Diego walks off stage back over to where Rush is and kind of his little VIP area and gestures for everyone to sit back down. He's like, whoo! He's like, that was great. He's like, you surprised me. I thought you weren't having a good time here. But wow. That's all I could say.
Having a good time does not conflate with talent. I can do this anytime.
Okay, all right. Well, either way, I had a good time. I hope everybody else did. He kind of looks towards Hades, Bud, and Rush.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
it's been an absolute ball. Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Still, like even now, like I mean, we could keep having a good time.
Oh, well, yeah. We have fun into the late hours. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, that kind of brings me to asking, where's everybody staying while you're out here in the Citadel?
Rush, where are we staying?
Yeah, we have some kind of accommodation.
We've been set up with a place on the main ship, I believe.
Yeah, you guys. She put you up in the hotel at the Stack. I think we said it was called the Stack.
Oh yeah, we're going to be staying at the Stack.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, don't get put in the bottom levels. That's all I can recommend. Make sure she takes care of you there. I mean, I imagine she would, but yeah. So how long is everybody staying out here? I mean, I know you're investigating the whole fuel rod thing, and I guess we had our little party time. We can talk about that a bit. So what's everybody's plan with that? What's investigating it or?
Pretty much. I'm not looking to find a summer home here, if that's what you're asking. Although I might be able to be persuaded once again for another performance.
Wouldn't mind that at all. As you can imagine, we don't get a lot of entertainers out here. Kind of make our own fun, and that's actually not a bad idea. We'll have to get your info before you leave. Maybe book you again.
The first one's free, so watch out.
I like this
What
guy.
do you mean, bud? She might kick him under the table of like, shut the fuck up.
Bud means that the first dance with him he doesn't charge for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I can dig that. Maybe we'll see. I'll make it rain a little later. We'll see if Bud can get down a little more.
Yeah,
But all serious, Diego, we're just meeting the heads of the districts right now. We're getting the lay of the land. And we're interested to hear what you have to think about this whole situation.
Well, I don't like talking too much. I mean, you're welcome to search around. I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to hide. Pretty much an open
Hey, we're
book.
not saying that, man.
I know.
But,
I'm not saying
if
you
you
are.
had to,
Believe me, I get the vibe. Y'all are cool people, but just to be completely honest, like me and Umbra, we have a history together. We hang out sometimes, but
You hang out with Umbra?
oh yeah, you'd be surprised.
She doesn't-
You'd be surprised.
He doesn't seem to be the most sociable person.
Yeah, well, even the most high-strung needs a little bit of release now and then. But I can tell you that aside from that, I stay in my lane, and that's how the deal works. It's all business. I trade over here, stay in my lane. She remains queen of the ship. I allow that. I bow down to that. We have our fun sometimes, and that's it. So, I don't try to mess that up. I don't want to rock the boat, so to speak. I want to keep the city floating. But I will tell you this: if anybody took him, it's going to be Xander in Little China. Those guys are the only ones that have
why'd
the
you
power.
say that?
Well, they, aside from, the Neo-Soviets who got lots of court backing, and obviously they got a lot of funding and power too. Xander and those guys, they deal with arms trade and weapons trade, lots of cyberware, things like that. Like they've got. If anybody could take on Umbra if they wanted to, it'd be him. And I can't imagine anybody else would want to really butt heads with her. I know I wouldn't. So I think Xander might be the only one to have the balls to do something like that. And I wouldn't doubt it.
Do I get the sense he knows more than he's saying?
Give me a human perception.
14.
It seems like he's telling you everything he knows. He seems pretty open.
All right.
What is your perception of some of the other heads? So we got Xander, we have... where are my notes?
That's Boris. Well, Boris runs Neo-Soviet.
And Amira from...
in Amira, Middle Eastern. She's pretty nice. She's cool. Kind of sticks to herself. I mean, we all kind of stick to ourselves, to be honest. But she's all about the money. She's kind of very business-like, just like the Neo-Soviets. Boris over there, I'll be honest, he's kind of a dick, And like I said, he's got corporate power behind him and funding and stuff. So he knows it, So he's kind of cocky. But like I said, Xander, Little China, mark my words, you're gonna find your fuel rods with that guy. I can't imagine anybody else would be able to take on Umbra. He's the only one that would have the balls to do it.
So are you
you go, bud.
you thinking they're trying to sell those? You say they do arms deals? I mean, surely they know as soon as the rods went missing, the whole place would get locked down.
Yeah, well, my guess is that they were trying to just shut it all down. From what I heard, only like half of them got taken.
So you reckon it's a play to undermine her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I think Xander had something to do with it. If anybody was going to undermine her and kind of try to, I don't know, take her on or take over or do anything like that, you'd probably want a lot of guns backing you up. She's pretty ruthless. I don't know. You all have met her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some of her past employees strung up, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, is there any bad. What did you say, Hades?
I was gonna try and make them my minions, but they're already dead.
Yeah, we can always find new things for you to play with.
Mm.
Is there any bad blood between Xander and Umbra, to your knowledge? Any past history there?
I don't think so. But
I don't think Umbra has good blood.
yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, there's really nobody out here that doesn't have some type of bad blood with her. I think I'm probably one of the only that somewhat gets along with her. But aside from taxes and business, we kind of have our own deals going on. We'll say our own trade agreements. So I kind of get away with a little more. But yeah, nobody really likes her, to be honest. So yeah, could be anybody.
So you're saying there would be less reason to suspect you?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much get along with her, stay in my lane, and not trying to rock the boat. And like I said, feel free to search the ship, whatever you want. Like, I got nothing to hide.
All right. Well,
Rush, you were saying something?
I'll do to do that.
Yeah, if you had to hazard a guess, why Amira or Boris might take the rods instead of Xander? Let's say it's not Xander. What do you suppose they would do with those rods, and what would their motive be?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't know. You really can't pull them out and sell them unless you can get them out. And as you know, she shut down ship. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a power play. I think someone's trying to shut her down, undermine her, and then take over. That's my best guess. I can't imagine any other reasoning. I don't know.
Maybe it could be to blame one of the other districts. Just a thought.
Could be.
So Division, this place has had more than one floating war before.
Yeah, there's been some history out here. It's no hidden thing. I mean, yeah, there was some conflict with previous we'll just say owners. And I guess Umbra kind of let it up, took it over, and
Yeah, well, back in the day, it didn't used to have owners so much. It used to actually work as a community instead of a fucking kingdom.
Yeah, but from what I heard, there was some things going on behind scenes that maybe there was some other power struggles going on or something. I don't know. But I know when I first met Umbra and we were first talking about stuff like that in the history, she mentioned that once before, how when she came into power, how she had to take out some power-hungry assholes before her or something along those lines. And again, I stay in my lane. I nod my head. We have a good time, and things keep moving forward.
She cut the hospital ship adrift, set it on fire. So do with that what you will.
Well, I didn't exactly catch those details, but
yeah, I don't think she'd advertise that to someone she thought might be an ally in the future.
Yeah, and seriously,
but I just
that wouldn't really
give you a heads up
me.
about who you're dealing with. Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me. She has a short temper. If you haven't seen her stringing up people out back, she's thrown people overboard. I wouldn't doubt that she's sent out a whole district in the past, or medic wing or whatever. Maybe she's trying to make a point and overreacting. Whatever. She's
She
like
was
that.
interested in us bringing back some heads, so.
Oh, really?
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough to rile some people up to not just undermine her but overthrow her? Are there any
Possibly
undercurrents among the people here who don't like how she runs things? Not just a power play from the top, but upswelling from below.
I mean,
you heard anything about that?
I mean, I haven't seen anything or heard anything like that. But like I said, it's really no mystery that like none of her employees like her. I think the only ones that kind of somewhat get along with her are probably her her top guards that get to stay in the big castle, we call it. But she, yeah, I mean, honestly, anybody could be trying to undermine her and throw her out or take power or, like you said, maybe get revenge. I have no idea. All I can assume, like I said, is that if anybody was going to, they would have to at least know what she's capable of, and they wouldn't be doing it unless they were willing to take her on, I would imagine. And she's not an easy target. She's not a pushover. She's brutal. That's why I'm thinking Xander. You know, they got all the weapons. If not them, maybe Boris with Corp backing, but I can't imagine Corpse would want to get too involved because of trade. Amira maybe, but she's more on the books into, you know, money grabs and things, so I can't imagine that she would want to mess something like that up. I don't know.
What do you do, Diego?
And
Just provide party drugs for the boat? Surely you got something more lucrative going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, we do all straight trade. Like I said, you can have access to our system, our books. You can search the ship.
Oh, we'll take a walk around. Don't you worry about that, man.
I mean, we all our business is straight. I'm trying to have a good time with life, and like I said, I'm just getting the most out of it. But I stay in my lane because I don't want to rock the boat and mess that up. So,
would you say to, you know, if Umbra or some of the other districts did suspect you, what would give you the safe alibi?
well, I mean, I would hope Umbra knows me well enough now. That's not to say her temper wouldn't get the best of her based on rumors. I've seen it happen before, but I just gotta hope that my rep with her runs deep, and not to mention some other things. But, you know, we get along, and I'm hoping that's good enough, you know?
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that to the bank.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably have a look around.
Yeah, feel free.
You guys got anything else you want to talk to Diego about before we move on? Brandon or?
No.
I guess when's the next party?
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
I mean, we try to throw down every night, so I mean, if you plan on staying out here for the week or a few days or nights, whatever, I mean, stop by any night, Allie, anytime you want to take the stage while you're here, you're more than welcome.
Sure. Do I get a cut?
Well, I mean, there's no cover, but I'm sure we can hook you up with something. Yeah, just come back, you know, let's party.
All right.
And,
Well,
Hades, if your room isn't to liking in the stack, you know, you can always come back. I'm sure we can find a nice spot for you to stay.
easy, Tiger.
Hey,
Thank you. I will definitely keep that in mind.
just a little hospitality, that's all.
Yeah. Well, I'll flick Diego my details for my agent. Assuming Umbra doesn't string you up at some point, yeah, let's keep the party going.
All right, sounds good.
So,
Hades-
Rob, we
Hades
know
will
that
too.
these. Oh, does these cases? They don't. I'm just stepping back a few things that we should have asked about 3 sessions ago. I'm guessing these cases would not leak radiation. There's no way a Geiger counter or anything would pick these
No, I
up,
think we
right?
went over that
Yeah.
too in the research. Somebody did research on their agent or something. Fuel rods are kind of assembled in these sealed rods that are then assembled
Yeah, and they're
put
in
in assemblies in a crate. However,
Yeah.
a stray bullet, a melee blade, anything that does a certain amount of damage might break the outer casing, in which case it could leak radiation or toxicity or something.
We should probably have a Geiger counter, guys.
Oh, you carry that around with you?
Well, there are techs and stuff. We could buy one. They're not expensive.
All right. Well, you can do it. I take my per diem seriously.
I just think
I
if
mean,
we're
what's a
doing
little radiation
walkarounds,
between friends?
That's right.
Yeah.
If we're doing walkarounds these places, maybe, you know, just in case, having a Geiger counter out might give us a little clue.
Yeah. just in
Probably
case
not
it-
though.
it was
Yeah.
structurally damaged. But they've got to be hardy things, otherwise, you know, what's that's a danger to everyone. Yeah.
How much did
Yeah.
these weigh again? Did we find out the weight, the actual weight?
There were 4 crates, which one, I think Rob said a very strong person could carry 1 crate by like lifting it alone.
Yeah, like maybe
Uranium's like
Or 4.
fucking heavy,
Yeah.
so
yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
like someone like Bud, a solo that's trained, or either has high strength or something along those lines. They could probably carry it by themselves if their body is high enough, or they're skilled in that sort of stuff. Otherwise, if it's like a normal crew or something, like it would take Hades and Allie to lift up a crate. You know what I mean? Take a couple
Right.
people.
Right.
And that's assuming Bud has a high body stat. I didn't even check. I'm assuming because of being a solo, but you get my point.
Just because of his raw
your
ass
body's-
charisma.
It's just Phil.
Guy's got a
Phil.
body of like 9.
It's Phil the player shining through the character, influencing me, and it's just
his body's only 5. I'm afraid he's not a big
Oh,
guy.
wow.
He's just quick. He's just quick.
Yeah, he's a little speedster.
But either way, a high body count, a big strong person could lift up one of these crates. Otherwise, 2 per crate probably.
A body count.
High body stat.
Allie has a
Yeah, but
body.
Ali's all over it.
I know.
Allie's got a body of 7.
Different type of count.
You just
Yeah,
line
we're
up the
talking- we're
bodies
talking
and
body
then stack
count.
the crates on top of them,
Oh,
and
right.
then just use them
Oh,
as,
right.
as a pulley system.
Wait, Ali's stronger. Ali is physically stronger than Bud. That's really interesting.
She
But
does calisthenics.
after
There you go.
yeah, after talking to Diego though, as he goes back to drinking, hanging out, partying, just like everybody else. What does everybody else do? Do you want to search his ship?
I do. Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think while everyone's distracted, we should
Yeah.
have a little look around. He sure doesn't seem like he's nervous about this whole situation.
Yeah,
Or
give me.
about Umbra possibly turning on him. Should I do an actual thing instead of talking out my butt?
Yeah, I want everybody to roll
Yeah. Do your
perception.
You.
I
Human
want.
perception?
No,
Can I
just.
roll criminology?
Well, here's what I would like: is everybody roll regular perception. Let's see. And then
Yeah, I still have my threat detection running.
and then everybody give me
Okay.
reveal conceal.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Perception, that would be a critical success for Hades.
Wow.
Perceptive.
Very
Whoa! Nice.
Wow. So 7 for your perception.
Hades perceives all.
Yeah, everybody did awesome as far as noticing that he does seem to have everything in line and organized as far as his shipping crates, and Hades especially, went through the system. The passes allowed you to bypass some of the things. You do see he had some defenses, just like any system, protecting the district, normal things. And I can go in those details if you want them, but the general idea here is you find out that everything seems to match. He has everything, all serial numbers, all trade keys, everything. All his taxes are up to date with Umbra. He definitely seems like he has his district lined up. As much as he's partying, whoever is handling the business side, whether it's him after party, they're handling it, and it seems like it's on the up and up. However, Rush, I think, got the best reveal conceal.
Oh, hang on, I didn't reveal conceal.
And
Oh, yeah,
I was
nope.
no, it's Rush. Well, that was, subtract 6. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
during.
not me.
Yeah, I missed that part. But yeah, Rush notices that there is in the back, it seemed like the ship kind of ended shorter than it should. And he found a panel that kind of slides open, and there was a couple extra shipping containers in there, and they are loaded to the top with like all kinds of drugs, from synth coke, what is it, blue and black lace and
Blue glass.
blue glass,
Glass and
any
black
type
lace.
of drug listed in the official rulebook, and
some that aren't.
and then even some that you don't recognize. So there's some, and these are 2 shipping containers full, and those aren't listed on any of the paperwork. So everything is on the up and up. except for you finding that he seems to be dealing in some illegal drugs or something that he's keeping from people.
Yeah, but that's hardly going to, be related to a radiation theft. I mean,
That would take time away from partying.
also this is like very on the minor scale of illegal activity. I'm sure that Umbra wouldn't care about a drug ring operating on the Citadel as long as it was above board, or, some of it going directly back to her coffers. So
From
I
our
don't know.
conversations already, everybody already knows that he does some dealing in the black market.
yeah.
Huh? I mean, we came here thinking, if he doesn't have these things, then he probably knows something about it because he'd be dealing in information as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's hardly hidden, right?
I mean, he doesn't
Little
seem to be
bit
hiding.
hidden. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen any of these drugs since, God, the 2020s.
honestly, I'd be more suspicious if this stuff wasn't here.
Yeah.
Also,
Honestly.
for our glorious GM, I rolled a 12 on pickpocket.
What are you taking? What are you
Okay.
taking?
Just whatever's easiest.
Oh, and you don't even have to
Okay.
pickpocket. Rush has found these, revealed them. You've opened the shipping containers. No one's down. Everyone's partying up above. Diego gave you full
Just
run.
don't
Maybe
want
he assumed
I
you
just
wouldn't
don't want
find
him to
this.
notice. I just don't want him to come after
Oh,
me.
okay. Yeah, if you want to do something like that, then give me a reveal conceal, because now you're going to conceal the fact that you've removed something. Then tell me what you're removing, so I know.
Yeah, what drug?
She's doing like an Indiana Jones.
Just and replacing it with
A bag of sand.
Maple
syrup.
syrup.
Maple syrup.
Oh yeah, well.
I think.
Uh-oh.
Can we drop the poop and make maple syrup the new drink? Game?
That and one more thing.
Apparently
one more
maple
thing.
syrup would be very noticeable because I rolled a critical failure on my concealed feat.
Okay. Well, you
Apparently people might notice maple syrup aren't drugs. I
Yeah.
don't understand that.
no matter what, you're
Hey,
taking
what
it.
are you-
You've decided this reveal conceal was your cover-up
Oh, yeah.
aspect,
No,
just like
it's-
dropping a virus in a system. So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh,
And absolutely, that's funny.
What? What? People might think that's weird. I don't understand that.
I think Allie might just see like the packet of maple syrup on top of the cart
Yeah,
and go,
Huh?
Everyone's just gonna look at Hades, I think.
She has a jacket that's just like a little bulked up. Also suddenly.
Put it back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Put
"Yeah,
it back.
come on,
Like she's like, what?
let her have her fun."
What?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
want
let her
drugs,
have
I'm
fun,
sure
bud.
Diego will give us drugs. Just give it.
Yeah.
Put it back.
Given drugs aren't as fun as stolen drugs. Bud, where have you been?
I think Allie might just whisper to Bud, I'll just flick Diego some coin. Just let her have this. It's fun.
Sure. Everything seems to be properly out of order here, so I don't know if we're gonna pick up any more clues.
What did you grab, Hades?
I think Hades is gonna just like cheat, and she's got just it's like a little buffet, just and
A bit of synth coke, some
yeah,
glass.
just like tiny little and somehow and now they're all just like hanging from the inside of her coat as it, just like you'd see in a
Already.
cartoon where you
Yeah.
they're all just
How
like
did-
hanging
How did you do that so quick?
quick.
A little amuse-bouche of drugs.
Okay, well, when we visit the Soviets, I get to steal some weapons.
That seems fair.
Yeah, I think so too.
They seem a little less forgiving, but
That
I'm ready
seems
to
way
throw
more
down.
That seems way more dangerous, and I don't think I can party my way out of Neo-Soviet.
I disagree. I think you can party your way out of anywhere.
I have to agree with that.
Well, if Rush thinks so, then who am I to disagree?
Do we have any of the day left? We've
Yeah,
been here all day, pretty much.
Well, you've been all day running around. You checked out the engine room. If you remember, you kind of went onto the South Am district at night after dinner. We'll say that you've spent a few hours out here after dinner, partying, searching the boat, doing what you're doing. We'll say now it's about midnight or so. So you'd really only have maybe a few hours left of districts being vibrant enough to maybe search one other or head to another if you wanted to, before you would have to call it a night and maybe get some sleep. Or you could get some sleep early if you want. Absolutely up to all of you. But it's about midnight.
I don't think I want to deal with some of these other districts in the nighttime. I think maybe coming at them fully refreshed might behoove us. What do you reckon?
Well, I don't know how long Umbra's patience is gonna last. I think if we got a couple of useful hours, we should do at least one more stop.
That might put the pressure on the other districts as well. Someone starts getting twitchy, people start getting nervous, people start talking.
Yeah, let's make our presence known. They know we're out, we're making the rounds, and we'll be talking to you next.
All right.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, it
Seems
does.
fine to me.
Is anybody else
you
nervous about an assassination attempt of any kind? I mean, wouldn't somebody try to kill the
Always.
investigators?
Oh, on us?
Isn't that why you bring me around?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, maybe I'm just a little paranoid, but I'm thinking that, it's possible, isn't it?
Rush,
Hey, that's healthy.
with the amount of people who want to kill us, we might as well start selling merch with a target on our backs. Like,
Hey, we could do that.
Been targeted.
Yeah.
holy shit, that's a great... Okay, Rush, write that in your agent. Okay, we're doing that.
Write that
down.
Write that down. Yeah, Rush and I are going into the fashion business. Get that?
Bud, have we ever not been targeted?
Oh God, no.
Where
I mean, like,
Rush, where have you been?
No, I've been
know.
here. That's exactly why I'm talking about this right now. We're I think when we go to bed tonight, who knows? It could
Lock
happen.
the doors?
Then. We'll lock the doors. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try.
Maybe we'll be fine.
We'll try our
You-
very best not to get murdered in the night.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just talking
honestly,
about
I think if someone wants to kill us, you should be looking for the glint of a scope, not worrying about being knifed in your bed.
See, I like you. That's you're looking at us like we're just super skilled. I like that. They have to take us down with a scope instead of just getting up close and personal. I appreciate where you're coming from.
Damn right.
Makes me feel super special right there.
I mean, I feel like the best way to kill us would be to break our hearts, but
I'm sure they'll go down the list to that once they exhaust their bullets.
I bet
Yeah.
Umbra's gonna try and kill us.
I
for sure.
yeah.
If
She'll have to
if
get
she
in line.
doesn't try and kill us, I'll eat my hat.
I bet she stole her own things to lure us here so she could kill us. And then eat our souls.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah. I'm not sure we're that important, but okay.
I mean,
I don't
My
know.
vote is-
those other guys.
My vote is Boris next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Boris too. I think maybe we should go to Xander last. What do you say?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Let's get the skivvy on some of these other districts. I'm sure they're all gonna implicate the others, so.
Yeah.
They're all gonna throw their hands up and say exactly like Diego did. I got
Yeah.
no reason to do this. Why would it be me?
Yeah.
But we gotta. Someone's gonna let something slip.
Yeah.
Someone.
We ought to do our due diligence.
Do we good cop, bad cop? Should someone be a friend and someone a foe?
All
Have
cops
you
are
met
bad
Russians?
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, you have it down in NOLA.
yeah. From what I recall, they don't like snakes.
cops. Mhm.
They don't like cops, good or bad.
And they don't
Or
like
snake.
Yakuza.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, I'm picturing Boris as the uncle from John Wick. The guy who gives the Baba Yaga speech.
Yes. Excellent. Oh man. All right. Well,
It's my third swear. Sorry, guys.
Yes. What does everybody want to do?
I think
we want to go.
see Boris.
Guess we're heading
We're
there.
gonna go see Boris. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Which one of the? Are they do they live on the yacht? Are they full Slav yacht?
Oh yeah, they're on the
thing
yacht. They're on
Yeah.
the yacht one.
Yeah, of course they are.
And as you
There's gonna be
guys
a lot of
are heading, what was
triple
that?
stripes. There's gonna be a lot of tracksuits with triple stripes.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Hey.
But let's take our 5-minute bio break as you make your way over to the Neo-Soviet Russian district to go talk to Boris. Nobody go anywhere. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute break and then we'll be right back. I'm going to leave the mics hot. So yeah, have fun with that.
Excellent. I don't know what it is. I love Russian culture. Russian government less so, but I love Russian culture.
They have a certain. They have a certain no fucks to give. Don't
Yeah. Like the weird thing, and the thing I loved most about like in Russia when I visited, it was like no one just like kind of goes around like smiling, you know, and like it's
you
not
don't have energy for that.
well, but it's also a thing of like, you know, you're not expected to like always make eye contact with people that you just pass on the street, and then you have to do that like white person smile of like the like you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you pass someone and you're like you like, make eye contact, and for some stupid social reason you have to acknowledge that you are aware of their presence. It's like none of that there. They don't care. No shit's given.
And if you have a regular workplace or you go to school or something, and then like there's that unspoken protocol of the first time you see the person, you nod and you hello, and then second time you just nod, third time ignore them, pretend they're not there.
Yeah. Also, booze is so cheap. It's so cheap, and it's so good. Like good proper vodka is just like.
And the squatting are just incredible.
I had like a Russian sauna, which I didn't like, but you know I don't like.
How's that different?
Places. Sorry, a Russian.
How's
sauna?
that different from like a Swedish sauna?
I don't know because I didn't do one. My friend.
More cigar smoke.
Yeah. Well, so first of all, we were in their country house, which had a sauna because, of course.
Cool.
It's out in Chelyabinsk, which is like minus 25 degrees, and like so they have a sauna there, like a wooden, you know, little sauna at the back, and literally Masha was like stoking the fire, like putting wood on, and like Olga's sister was like, Masha, it's not hot enough. Like, and then I was like, no, it says it's 60 degrees, it's pretty hot.
It's plenty, actually.
I'm from Australia, so I know hot things. And then we go in and they do the leaves. I think it's like a bay tree. So it's like a branch like with the leaves, and it's like in a bowl of water, and they like thwack you with it. Except Masha was doing it on me, and she was like, you know, having a little go, and Olga was like, no, that's not hard enough. And so she's like full on whacking
Flagellating.
me. And like literally the thing I remember is she like was saying, I am a strong woman. It's like
And at the
Jesus
right
Christ.
moment. What?
Yeah,
this is my time in Russia, in a Russian sauna.
Ooh.
All right, I have to
my.
actually go to the toilet.
I see the ants didn't get it this time.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
That's right. I had to put it somewhere totally different.
You guys can't see this, but there is a candy apple that is getting destroyed right now.
You may get back in time to see it. Maybe.
Maybe.
I like the idea that Hades just can produce things like candied apples.
Candy apple,
Just
maple syrup.
just like, where did you Where was that?
Oh, you know, places.
It's just like it's a compartment in your cyberdeck that's just full of candy.
Oh man, that is why she should get a body pocket. That's exactly what you'd keep in there.
Skin pocket just for candy.
Candy, mouse traps.
Well, yeah, you said, "Oh, I've got mouse traps in your pocket," and Rob was not like, "Hey, that's ridiculous." He was like, "Yep, on board, fully on board for that."
No, you got to build into it. You got to prepare. Hey, what is it? What is
You're
it?
having an unboxing. I hope it's not from somewhere illicit.
Bad dragon. No.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, another neon light. Dope. Yes. So I got a new one recently, which you can see. It's the little bat.
Oh my god, I love it.
There it is.
Fun,
So to
fun
add-
fact: a third of Ellen's possessions are dice. 1/3 is neon lights, and the other third is clothing.
Yeah.
That's a good breakdown. I like that.
And probably comic books. If
Oh,
there's
okay,
another
sorry.
ratio in there. I left a comic book outside of Sexy Chris, our editor. Well, he's not really always our editor, but he is, in name, the editor. From Baby Beard Media, and I left a comic book outside his room with a post-it note saying, "Please read this. I need someone to talk to." Which are the things you can expect if you live with me.
Isn't it awful when you have something awesome that you don't have to anybody to talk to about it though?
Yes! If anyone in chat has read the comic Die by Kieran Gillen, which is kind of like TTRPG Jumanji, but also a much heavier deconstruction of TTRPG and fantasy
Wolf
genres.
has.
Warp
Yeah! Oh my god! Warp Wolf, please talk
Warp
to
Wolf
me
is always
somewhere.
on top of it.
On Twitter, or you can whisper on, and you can hold up, baby. Let me whisper in your ear.
Let me slide into those DMs. Slide into those whispers.
It's so good.
Slide
It's so
into those
good.
whispers.
It's a little, I'm gonna put this in the Baby Beard studio, actually, Phil.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, cute.
You should get one
Cute.
that's just a beard.
Oh, if I could, I would. It's
I meant they make mustaches.
They must do, yeah. I'm sure there's just the outline of a beard in a
Yeah.
neon light.
But this is our roll to cast colors too, so it's like blue
Oh, is
and
it?
yellow.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Capricious,
Storm is brewing.
Capricious is ragging on, I guess, Ellie for not keeping the language PG while I was gone.
What?
I don't know.
Well, she did an unboxing and we joked that it was from Bad Dragon.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you're
but-
grounded,
Less
young
than
lady.
PG. Yeah,
But I
we
didn't
didn't
say
drop
any-
any. We didn't
I didn't
drop any
cuss.
naughty words.
Okay.
I just mentioned a specific fantasy erotic toy company named Bad Dragon.
I've already dropped 3 F-bombs today. So.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why the hate's coming to me.
I know, right?
All right, here, let's get
yeah,
back to
bud.
everybody.
every time we apologize, Syrinscape always tell us not to worry.
They're so nice.
All right, we're here. We're back. We're live. Everybody can see us and hear us. Looks like Hades brought snacks. Hopefully enough for the whole chat.
I'll tell you what.
Pass it around. Everyone take a bite.
That's
Nope.
not during these times.
Does this one?
That's true.
Does
That's
this one
true.
We
come
don't
with
share
ants?
snacks.
This one is ant free.
Hey,
Yay!
Really moving up in the world.
I will
Yeah.
tell you,
how you
Hades,
gonna
I
get
am
your-
absolutely getting a skin pocket that she's gonna keep snacks in. It's gonna be horrifying.
oh, God. It's filled with maple syrup, like just loose maple syrup that she scoops out.
Oh my
It's
god!
not in
It's the
packs.
Simpsons. It's the Simpsons gag. Yeah. You want some sugar? Cream?
And
No.
it's gonna be filled with maple syrup and ants.
All right. Well, the team makes their way from South Am District over to the Neo-Soviet Russian District, and once again, you know, it's a ship connected by a sort of metal plank that sways with the water, along with cables and power kind of running and toting with chain and such. This is part of the Citadel, just another district. But as you make your way across, the plank and the swaying, as we did before with the resist, torture, and drugs. Everybody's fine. Bud is pretty much immune. He's good on land or water, but Rush is not feeling it. Once again, just crossing this swaying plank, making his way to the district, gets the best of him, and he has to kind of throw up, or maybe by now dry heave, or maybe get rid of the drinks he had in South Am district over the edge. But you make your way up, and you see a couple guards there, a couple Russians kind of put up there. The district closed.
Yeah, we have access. So, flash them the little card thing.
Oh,
Yeah, they see him, and they say to each other in Russian, like, they're Umbra's investigators. All right, yeah, come on, okay. And they let you all in. And Rush, knowing, I think, understands Russian.
Did they just insult us? Rush? Are you okay? You look a little, a little green.
Hail there.
Yeah, I don't like these platforms.
Oh, no. Hades, do you have some kind of mint or
Isn't
something
my
in your
breath-
I've been looking for
My breath
I've been
again.
looking for Dramamine.
fine. Well, I have some gummies, and she pulls out just loose gummy bears. And she's gonna drop them into Rush's hand. I have some gummies here, and there's some. Let's see. Here's some more maple syrups.
Give me a 1d10 and let me know if it lands under your luck stat.
Okay.
I love these rolls.
Suspicious.
I love
Yeah,
when
by
Rob
one.
uses
Yeah.
our role play against us.
Nice. Yeah, one of the as you are kind of saying that, and Hades is doing that, one of the security guards leans over to you, Bud, and says, "You need Dramamine? What is it? Here's for your landlubber." And they laugh, and he actually had some. He hands you over a little trial packet that you can give Rush. You were lucky enough that he actually overheard that and had some on him. They laugh about it.
Wow.
Looks
Let's
like
see
you're not
that.
the only one who has trouble keeping your lunch down.
How long does it take to kick in?
It's pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, all right. I'm waiting on it. And I'll,
We need
I'll
you on
pop
your
another-
best.
Another
I
breath
know
mint.
you deal with some of the Night City Russians, right?
Yeah. More recently, yeah. Just
Oh,
before
well, yeah,
the night market, I was able to, make some new connections.
Great. Well, we
might
want
need
you to do
do
best.
some
Yeah.
All right.
schmoozing.
Took a breath, man. Ooh, got that Dramamine going. I think this stuff kind of works.
Oh, you got your rosy cheeks again.
Oh, that's good, because I am sober now.
Yeah, as you make your way. What was that, Bud?
Yeah. Is he on the? I was just gonna ask. Like, he's either on the bridge, or he's out the back, like back deck, smoking cigars. That's my guess.
Yet
Yeah.
again, another racial stereotype.
Good morning,
But it's
Phil.
Europe. It's from Europe, so we can do that.
But yeah, when you get onto the ship, you pass the guards. Rush takes his pills and starts feeling better. And you notice, the first thing you notice is that this yacht, it has some luxury items. Like you see a mini copter, you see some drones out and about, lots of shipping containers and things. People hanging out, eating food, socializing. Just like a little mini district, you would imagine. People coming and going, but you see some branding, something different that you didn't see in the other districts, and that's just a little bit of branding. You see some like Zarafa logos, even some Sav oil, things like that on some of the shipping containers, as well as some signage up and around. So obviously they're a paid part of this district, or a major part, or whatnot. And Rush, you have within your rank when you rose, you have the background of the Neo-Soviet Russian culture, right? So one thing with you that is that with Neo-Soviet, it's not necessarily run like, you know, presidential or king or even a corp or anything like that. It's all oligarchs that basically run everything and make all the decisions, and it's all based on investments and funding. You know, it's all power, but there's never really one person in charge of the Neo-Soviet Russia. But there's a lot of corps that have their hands involved with things happening. Obviously, this district is no different. It's probably funded by multiple oligarchs as well as these corps and brandings that you see on here. But you do know that the number one, I guess, that's held responsible or in charge or kind of leading up this district is Boris. And through all these containers and things that you see, as kind of Bud assumed, you can kind of see the main sort of hub or inner sort of room on top of this yacht. And it's lit up. It has power in there, whereas the rest is kind of on emergency. But you can see people in there kind of eating, drinking, socializing. And it seems like it's kind of the upper class of this district hanging out in that area.
Okay.
Upper class, how bourgeois of them.
Oh, you see that, everybody? There's power in that room. And food, just as I suspected.
So there are
Maybe it's just-
giraffe crates. Do they have any bots like walking around?
Yeah.
There-
Yeah.
Some drones and stuff, right?
Yep, some drones. We'll even say, you see a couple worker bots shifting a couple containers, kind of lining them up on one side. Looks like maybe some guys are doing some inventory or something, maybe.
Okay, so to make sure,
Sorry, you go.
make sure we're all on the same page, I will have relayed everything I know about Neo Russia, is it?
Yeah, Neo-Soviet Russia.
Yes, sir.
Neo-Soviet Russia.
And keeping in mind, you do have background in that as the fixer, so if you do have questions about it, feel free to ask, because you would know a lot about this culture and the way it works and things like that. So,
Okay.
feel free.
Okay. So yeah, so I relayed that to you guys. What were you saying there, Phil?
I was gonna say, so like the legit side of their business is that they provide the worker bots for the city, and then their hidden side is that they do the guns, right?
No. Neo-Soviet doesn't deal in arms and stuff. That's Xander in Little China.
Oh, that's Xander.
Yeah, they deal in arms.
China, yeah.
Neo-Soviet, they tend to deal with like drones, bots,
Black market tech.
and high caliber tech. High priced on the ranking.
Yeah.
They're hence the yacht. All the corporate backing. In fact, in that room where people are intermingling, you even see some execs and stuff. Some people in some suits, which you didn't see in South AM district. It just seems like there's more money behind this district, probably.
Yeah. Cool. What's the
they've
play?
got-
Do you think? You go.
Well, they've just got money, they've got connections, and they would have the means to shift this stuff, but that's all we know going in. Rush,
I was
what
just.
do you reckon?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's,
What's
yeah,
our
I was gonna
first-
say the same thing. What's the play? Do we go straight to the boss? How does this all work with these guys? I know they're a bit touchy about protocol.
Yeah, I think we probably go straight to the boss in this case.
And we did last time.
We did last time, yeah. But I think it's a point of respect as well. If we start monkeying around with people beneath him, then he may take offense.
Give me a. Do you have a diplomacy, Rush?
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Or anything
Pew, pew,
around
Isn't that? Isn't it?
business
Is it under
or-
Greece or?
I have trading. And
Anything that would fall under here, let me just check.
Business, bureaucracy.
Yeah, bureaucracy. Give me that. Sorry.
Wilderness survival. Got it.
Wilderness survival.
Not diplomacy.
Jungle
Bureaucracy.
out here, guys.
Or any, and keeping in mind, if you have something else better that fits within the business skill or something that would give you some insight to bureaucracy or diplomacy, anything that fits within those general categories, I'll accept.
Not so much for me, no.
Okay.
Hades got an 18 in
13.
bureaucracy. Who knew?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He knows her way
with
around
Rush-
the class system.
Yeah. Rush.
She was raised in corp world, so
Yeah, maybe it's a thing where Rush, you have enough fixer background in Greece within the culture that you know how it's run. It is heavily funded by either corps, oligarchs. It's kind of a communal thing, not one person in power. Boris is the man of this district, and you're right to assume take it straight to him. You don't want to offend him talking to anybody lesser. Give him the power and respect. And Hades backs that up. Her experience in the corp world and dealing with this, and maybe even the structure of these multiple neocorps and the way it works in most districts. She backs that up for you. She's absolutely has seen this before, and agrees. Yeah, make sure everybody just recognizes Boris has the power. And Rush, when it comes to kind of greasing and getting in good with that culture, it's a little bit of kiss ass with holding down your own as well. But sometimes to get in good with these people, and especially in the neo-Soviet culture, it's good to offer some business if possible, or a favor, or something along those lines, if possible.
Okay. Yeah, so seems like it may be good to offer a favor or make a deal, maybe some kind of a trade or something like that. Just
It makes you useful. They like things that are useful, and if you're not useful, they don't have any use for you.
Absolutely.
Is art useful? I feel like that's a
Yeah.
trick question.
You look at it.
Although Rush,
Happy to trade my services.
yeah, Rush in this case, you would kind of know probably out of all the districts, Neo-Soviet would be the least impressed with alley cats or any of the arts. They're more impressed probably by the big expensive drones, the high caliber of items that they deal and trade in, or any type of maybe job or service that could lead to something like that, or offering a job or service, but maybe not so impressed with arts.
Okay.
Art is for showing other people you have spare time and money.
Oh, what? It's the opiate
Not
of the
for actually
masses? Come on now.
Yeah, it's not for enjoying for its own sake. It's for
Damn.
showing other people.
Damn,
that
bud.
you have
Shots
more
fired. Bud.
These-
Holy shit.
These
No,
people
No,
used to have
to the Russians, not to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel.
We're making some
thought it
kind
was-
of social commentary here.
Yeah. No, I thought it was shots
No, I'm
fired at
saying-
Allie.
That's the utility. That's the utility of art to these guys. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, they have art on the walls that they don't look at just to show, hey, I can afford it.
Yeah, they
This is my
learned
status piece.
they learned a lot of lessons from the brutalist period.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. Would I be able to? Do I get the impression that I could impress them with the fact that I can source super luxury items?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to this culture, yeah, absolutely. They love the top-end items. Fixers are a big part of their culture, as you know, because they deal a lot in trading and, dealing and, the fact that it's made up of multiple families and corps and stuff, like, hell yeah, they love that sort of stuff. You being a
Okay.
fixer, you would also know that, whether you source them something like that, it might be that you help them with some of their things, like you could offer services of you or your team, like anything that a fixer might offer at a night market or to other people or whatever. Tap into that. That's what you're good at.
Okay.
Yeah, connection to Night City would be a good offer, I think.
That's a good one too. Yeah, all these things are great ideas. Yeah.
Very true. I like that one. Connection to Night City. All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to Boris face to face.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
You're on
he's
point, man. I got my eyes peeled, okay?
all right.
Perception rolls. Give me some just general perception as you're entering this sort of center area. And you have no problem as you kind of enter the cabin, this central sort of yacht cabin. The guards that are out front see your badges before you even have to say anything. They just kind of step aside, letting you in. And
I was this.
Jason
21.
Rush.
wow.
Lights in it. Oh, Oh dang! Oh dang!
Threat detection, man. It's in my class skill. Yeah. I
Yeah.
have it.
When you
Maybe
all
it's got
in
18,
full paranoid
not
mode.
bad.
yeah, I like that. I like the fact. I like that. It's not just super perceptive and all the skills dropped in it, but it's like fueled by paranoia in the situation. That makes sense. That's very cool. But yeah, as you
Even
all
paranoid people have enemies.
oh, big time, yeah. And just just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you, right? So as you're entering this sort of cabin, the one thing that everyone is somewhat overwhelmed with is the fact that everyone in this area looks like they either come from money, they have money, they're involved with money, they all have nice clothing, jewelry. Like I said, there's even some execs intermixed in. Nobody in here looks like they come from middle class, let alone lower class. Very segregated, let alone, the whole yacht kind of has that vibe, but in particular this cabin. That being said, no one's having any luck picking out kind of the main one because of that fact, except for Bud. Out of everybody, Bud, you're having a knack of pulling out the target, so to speak, and you can tell that there's this one guy that just seems to be drawing the most attention out of the room. You're assuming it's him.
It's not that he's drawing attention from the other people. He's the one that the silent suited earpiece guards are most aware of.
There you go.
Even though they're stony faced, I can tell that they're specifically guarding him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna elbow do one of our little signs for Rush and just single him out for
Wow, you all really
Rush.
got into Hades synth coke, huh?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna single him out, and I don't know. I guess I will sort of play the part of Rush's bodyguard.
All right. So I'll walk up to the guy, just straight directly to him.
Yeah.
Boris, am I right?
Yeah, and as you walk up, a couple guys that were kind of standing next to him kind of like lean in and then within seconds see the badge and just kind of back off. And this guy turns around to make direct eye contact. Yes, I'm Boris. Who? Parte of Umbra. Okay. What can I do?
But more importantly, I'm a fixer from Night City. I do think that you and I will have lots of things to talk about here, but let me introduce you to this whole group. My name is Rush, this is Allie, this here's Bud, and this is
In
Hades.
Hades.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very well. Nice to meet everybody. Let's step in the back a little less. I don't want to talk in front of everybody. Come on. And he kind of like gestures for you to step back in a private room of the inner cabin. And when he goes there, two of the guards walk in with him. They just kind of stand at the door after it closes. And you're in kind of these private quarters. There's a desk he sits behind. And then there's a couple chairs. There's a couch off to the side. And he just gestures for everyone to sit.
I will stand. I'll do the security guard thing.
Hades is looking around the room.
All right, I'm gonna relax then.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Get the whole couch.
Yeah. This is Allie just like sees everyone standing up, being like, all right.
Lays down on the couch.
Yeah.
Hades is touching everything.
Yeah. Where's my?
Please, don't touch everything. Please be respectful. We just have a meeting. Come on, sit. Let's talk. What do you want?
There's a bit of
Very
a like
careful
a
with everything. These are really nice, though. Where did you get all of these?
Very nice. Please, just put down. Come on, please.
No. Is this old? This looks really old.
Jeez, please. He waves over, and the two security guards come over, and they take the things out of your hand and put them back on the desk. Please, just relax.
Hades will just plop on the couch.
All right. So before I take a seat, I do one of those kind of like business discussion power plays where I like move the chair to a place where I want it to be, and then I'll sit down, but I'll kind of like pose so I'm like a little bit tall because I don't want to be like looking up at him. I want to try and like make eye contact or maybe sit a little bit higher if possible.
Oh, yeah, give me a before we get in. As you're sitting, give me a wardrobe and style
Ooh.
check.
Ooh.
Can I assist somehow?
Well, you can assist just being part of his entourage, but I'm giving Rush a +2, just for the tactful aspect of doing the power play with the chair move, sitting upright, just taking notice to those details. I really like that.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Oh,
need
great!
It. He didn't
Yeah, he didn't need it at all. Yeah, and with the
So
+2.
it's a 21 total then with the +2.
Yeah, you sit down, you make the moves, you do all that, and Boris, I like this guy. I'm glad we do talking. Everyone else can relax. Everyone sit. Keep her from touching things. Me and you talk. What's up?
Don't worry. If they want to pipe in, and I'm fine with it if you are. So, yeah. Well, as you know, we're here to investigate a little bit about these missing power rods. These radioactive rods that have gone missing here on this ship. Now, I know that you are a man in the know, right? You must have some idea of who would have done something like this. Like, who would be doing this and why?
I don't know. I keep out of business. The nose clean. I'm in my own business. I don't know. What? This it? This what you want to ask of Boris?
Isn't your business dealing with other people? I mean, Rush is a great fixer, so he knows what's going on and all of the little tensions in Night City. I just figured that Neo-Soviet would be operating on the same kind of wavelength.
It couldn't hurt to have extra contacts in Night City, right? I can get you super luxury items. I just ran a night market not that long ago, and I'm planning another one a month from now. So, if you're interested in the kinds of things that I can get for you, maybe you could help me out a little bit here with this too.
Yeah, give me a conversation check, and you can tell his mood kind of changed. He's less kind of abrasive and brushing you off with it all, and he's actually listening now. And he even mumbles to himself something along the lines like, Night City, that could be useful.
Now, my empathy is not as good as it once was because of all the cyberware I got, but I'm going to throw some luck on this. 4 points of luck to get an 18.
Nice. Yeah, he sits down, he's mumbling to himself. This, I like this. Boris needs a direct hookup in Night City. I'm tired of going through my current thing. Whatever. So you can do a night city. You can do a night market and you can source super luxury in Night City, huh?
Again, last night market we were sourcing some. These sniper rifles. They were beautiful. They were just top tier, and we sold out of all of them. Every single one. It was magnifique, my friend.
Wow.
I think Ali took like a promo photo with one, didn't she? Like holding it.
Oh,
like,
yes.
She would've.
Babe style. She might flick it
No.
to Russia's agent. Just be like,
Yeah.
there. I got a really nice shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Showing them off.
This could be very, very useful. Boris doesn't have to deal with that asshole Xander. He does all the weapons out here, and everything has to go through him. It's so frustrating, but if you can source more things like this, I think this could be good. You can get
Yeah.
more?
Oh, I'm
has
sure
no
that I can get
snakes.
more.
What's this? He looks to
Our
Hades.
night market has no snakes in it, so you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Okay, he leans into Rush. She okay?
Yeah.
She a little off?
Nope.
Snake
Spends a
problem
lot of time in
Night
the
City.
A net
We
runner.
will have a different explanation.
A net runner. I knew it. A net runner. Always the net runner.
And she's gonna then very seriously like lean forward, like right at Boris. One of the best.
Is that the stereotype with edge runners? That's always the net runner who's a bit bonkers. That tracks.
I think that's right. I think that's right, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
you do get forks right in your head, right?
They take like mind damage whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
who's- yeah.
Just
Now who's
not to
being
be things like-
stereotyped?
Note
Yeah,
to
I like-
self: backup characters and Netrunner.
It makes sense. She's a net runner, a little crazy, but I like you. And if you can get the weapons even like you more, is this a promise?
That I can get you more?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten it once. I'm sure I could get it again. I can get you what you need in a rush, my friend.
I like it. Then it's a deal. He reached out his hand to shake her hand. You source me as soon as you get back to Night City. You contact Boris and we set up a deal. In fact, let's seal it with some shots. And he goes like that to the security, and they open the door, and he kind of yells out, Galina! Galina, the shots! Come on, shots for everyone. Galina! This girl, Galina, I sent back for Neo-Soviet. Send me one of these females, and she's a little too Neo for me. And then this girl kind of walks in. She looks very Valley girl, blonde, puffy hair and slick with some EMP thread. She's like, hey, what's up, Boris? Hey, y'all want some shots? Hey. She's got like a tray of shots. He's like, she doesn't even speak Russian. Can you believe this? And she's like, Boris, you're such an asshole. Whatever. He's a dick. Whatever. She starts giving out the shots.
So I'll say to him in Russian,
I love
like,
Elena.
doesn't speak Russian.
Ooh, I like you. He starts speaking Russian to you. Russian. He says to you that he's really impressed. He says it's not often that we get people coming from Night City out here that, not only know how to respect the culture and come into our district proper, but also speak the language and, start off on the right foot with offering a deal. He says, you know what, you're in good books with me. Let's take these shots. Any questions you have, I'll answer. And he takes the shots.
I learned a bit of Russian.
Uh-oh.
Тяжелый тебе свидание.
And what's this?
Which
It
way
means
to the
hard.
train station?
Harder, you animal.
He just looks at you and then looks back at Russian like, maybe don't teach her any more Russian.
Oh my god, I love it.
I had to look it up. I had to. For the role play.
That's right.
Yeah, he takes the shot, hands him out, and he's like, Galina, just go. Let talk more business. Just go back, go mingle. Oh God, okay, Boris, fine. She leaves the room. Security security closes the door back up.
And Boris, we do have some questions, and we know that we can trust you, especially now that we've shaken hands, So, what do you think?
The sooner we clear this up, the sooner we can get your deal running.
Absolutely. The sooner we clear this up, the sooner you can get your product.
I like
And
the
the
sound of it.
Citadel can start trading again.
I need this. What's the question? Whatever you want. I'm fine.
Yeah, well, somebody took the rods. Why do you think somebody would do that?
Well, someone tried to get the power from Umbra. They tried to shut her down. Maybe try to take over.
Interesting. That's what Diego said, too.
Oh, you speak to Diego.
We did speak to Diego, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a playboy. He thinks he's hot shit. He's just a lukewarm fart.
I got that impression, too. Yeah. He seemed like he was a little charismatic, but not enough to impress me, you know what I mean?
Yes, he tries too hard for me. I don't like him.
Yeah, but I like you. I do. And that's what's important here. So you think somebody's trying to take power from Umbra? You think that it's actually taking literal power is a power play against her as well? Maybe somebody that's looking to take over her seat.
Absolutely. Someone's tried to shut her down, take her power, literal and figuratively. Maybe undermine her a little bit. Stop her
So what's
trade.
the follow-up?
Uh,
What's the follow-up move?
I don't know. It wasn't my plan. But someone obviously was in process. I think maybe they didn't take everything. Maybe there's a second wave coming. Maybe they will take them. Maybe they will attack her. I don't know.
For background,
I have
would
my
assume
own power. I have my own fuel. I respect Umbra. She's a powerful woman.
So you get along with Umbra pretty well.
Yes, we have mutual respect.
I see. And if Umbra was to not be involved anymore, who would you say would be running the High Water Citadel?
Give me a conversation roll.
Not in Russian, right? Alright, that is a 16.
Yeah, I think.
Bob, I've just noticed you've got the riverboat music running. Sorry.
What was that?
Just turned up my Syrinscape. I realized you've got riverboat music running.
No. There's no music. I think maybe you're on the old one.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, there shouldn't be music. Chat, let me know if there's music, because I'm playing a sound set that has water and things for the sake of the High Water Citadel.
I must be in the wrong game. I didn't realize.
But I removed the music because it's from the Riverboat sound set, and I didn't want Riverboat music playing. Hopefully it's not
Okay.
there for everybody.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
This
hearing
is-
it.
Okay, good.
It's an
Okay, it's just me.
ocean.
Just water
It's an
set.
ocean
Raven
boat, Phil.
confirmed.
Jeez.
So, Bud, Phil, I think you have something in your head. We might have to stop
Yeah,
the stream
that's-
so Phil can get to the hospital.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
This may be a clue, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They're beaming riverboat
Someone's
music into my
messing.
head.
Yeah.
Someone's messing with Bud's cybernetics.
Oh,
No, but,
no.
I did have a couple of weeks to be able to pull off a heist when we were all,
Yeah, something could have happened.
there.
That's
But
right.
no,
I've been replaced.
That
Sorry.
conversation was good, and Boris seems responsive when you interject. He seems responsive to you, just as in Rush, and he just says, "I have my own power. I think if anybody were to take it, it might be Amira, maybe Xander, one of them two. Amira once before, she took some money from Umbra." So maybe she do it. I would say maybe Amira. But then you have Xander. I mean, if anyone get into a big fight, big frack up with Umbra, Xander may be the only other one that can handle it. I mean, he has all the weapons. I think maybe he could do it. But Amira has taken from her before, so I don't know.
She's taken from her and kept her head? I mean,
Yes.
on her shoulders?
Yes, Umbra took out some of her main council, but Amira stayed in power, and I guess they continued on. I don't know what deal they had, how that happened, but it happened. I know it happened. But Xander's the only one with power to do it. Amira's the only one that I know has history to do it. I have too much respect. Diego's too much of a playboy idiot. I don't know.
A little fart.
What was that?
She goes, a lukewarm fart, I believe he said.
Very much so. Very much so.
We took a look around the scene of the crime, as it were. And it looks like these guys took out the rods that they did in one shot. Got in, knew what they were doing, extracted them, packed them up, rolled them out of there. You're telling me that someone as connected as you hasn't heard any rumors, nothing's shaken loose about who was involved, who organized this, and how it was done.
Give me a conversation, bud.
Feels like we're real detectives.
It does.
Asking the hard questions.
I can never find my skills.
It's, social skills.
That's why I can't find it.
Finding out
9.
detective prowess under whimsy. Oh no.
9 off my amazing base of 5.
9?
Not the best conversationalist.
I don't know. Like I said, just check with Xander or Amira. Those two are the only ones I think.
Sure, I just find it curious that nobody's heard anything.
Well,
Very
Maybe-
slick operation.
very slick. But maybe you also hear the saying, loose lips sink ships. Well, loose lips can sink a whole citadel. So maybe people are worried about the past repeating itself.
I mean, speaking of people talking, all the districts seem to be pointing in different directions. If someone were to implicate you, what's your alibi?
Well, I don't need it. Why would I take it? I respect the power. I have my own business in district. Why would I take it? If I wanted to take power, I would fund some assassins, take her out. I would take control of enough shares through corporate overtake. I would go to Night City Direct, undermine her deal. I would do something and try to make it happen. I don't need this.
Why don't you? Why here on the Citadel?
Because it'd be a lot of work, a lot of trouble to go through that. This is already established, it's already set, already in with the council. It's in with many other cities too, you know. It's the whole West Coast.
Got roots here.
And I imagine you'd have to clear it with the bosses back in Neo-Soviet Union, right? If you want to make a play like that, you'd have to get permission, right?
Yeah, give me a human perception. Everyone can give me a human perception.
There was a slight needling, like it was intentionally like, hey, you're not the biggest boss. You
Oh
have
yeah,
a
no,
boss.
I picked up on that, totally.
He's got a 15.
Nice.
Uh, 13 for Ali, 11 for Bud. This is I shoot people, guys.
And a
Yeah.
critical
Um,
failure
yeah.
for Rush.
Yeah,
Yep.
you say that, and
Oh,
he
no.
just kind of Boris just kind of like gives you a look, and then goes back to Rush. So like I said, I don't know, but Hades, you notice when Bud kind of said that, it kind of almost hurt Boris's feelings for a split second. You saw just a flash of weakness, like shit, like he knows I'm funded by all these neocorps or whatever. Like you're the only one that kind of picked up on that for a split second. But he turned attention right back to Rush, you know. Like I said, I don't know. Just those other two, probably crazy Netrunner. What?
If you pick, because, you know, I mean, the night's getting pretty, it's not very young anymore, but if you had to pick between Xander and Amira, which one would you pick? I mean, just for us to see next.
Give me a human perception. This is just going to be in direct relation to this question.
16.
I think when it comes to both those, I think Amira has the history. I think it's very incriminating, but I think, honestly, Xander is the only one with the power. If anyone were to do something to Umbra, Umbra does not frack around. You need power. And Xander has enough bullets and blades to protect himself, I'm sure.
That's what you'd need firepower. So he's either providing it or using it.
And Amira's already experienced what it's like to get the backhand of somebody she's wronged, who has enough power to take out some of her council people.
So she
Well,
might
maybe
not
she's-
move again.
Yeah, she might be too afraid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or it could be more than one of these districts in cahoots, you know. I'm sure you guys all talk to each other.
Well, we talk just enough for the business when it needs to cross paths, but we stick to
Of
yourselves.
course. Any of the districts more pally?
I don't think so. Everyone runs their own trades. You know, Xander is all weapons. Amira, she's just too much into her own trade of what she's doing, and you know, they do a lot of gambling there. Diego is all party, and Xander with his weapons, and he's a little too militant for me. I'm more about trading and business and money, so I don't like to get into bed too much with these other idiots.
I mean, there's not a lot of space with 4 competing egos.
5.
This is not ego.
5.
This is not ego.
You're right. Forgive me.
This is pure confidence.
Your will.
Yep.
Driven by pure will. Like a Russian mule.
Yes, yes. Really confident people have to talk about how confident they are.
Hades is like
Ow.
just slowly reaching
Ooh.
up and slowly
that.
like taking something off his desk.
Give me a stealth.
Cigar.
Give me a stealth.
Probably not a cigar.
Nah.
A cigar would actually be
No,
worth
no, no.
taking.
This is Hades. It's gonna be like a Matryoshka doll or something.
She rolled a 12.
Look,
Yeah.
it has little lady inside.
Yeah, there is a box of cigars open. There's a couple. There's like a paperweight like that's made out of crystal that looks like it has some type of something inside of it you can't make out. And then there's some paperwork next to that. What are you trying to grab?
Anything super, just like tchotchke, useless, tacky.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Real tacky.
That crystal paperweight.
That
You-
seems it.
Yeah, you go to grab that. Boris does not notice. You totally go like that. But then you hear a call, and you kind of like look, and one of the security guards kind of like leans over from the door and opens his jacket, showing his heavy pistol, and then just leans back. And then Boris looks at, hey, come on! I told you, don't touch my things.
She has a problem.
She has many problems.
You probably
Yeah.
God, this Netrunner, I don't know. He looks to Rush like, I'm trying to continue to like you, but your theme is very difficult.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with them, really. She's my favorite Netrunner of them.
but caring is sharing, and you're not caring about me right now.
You gotta ask permission. We've talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Boris, would you like some maple syrup? I want this.
I think Hades would like to make a trade.
Wait. Do I have?
Give
is there a
me-
roll for that?
Give me
Just
a
trading
1d10 and let me know if it falls under your luck stat. We'll see if you're lucky enough to appeal to Boris.
Maybe he really likes maple syrup.
Oh no.
Hades
lucky
is
you are.
offering a trade. What is that trade offer?
Yes,
one
you
crystal
received
Yeah.
maple
Oh
syrup.
no, it didn't.
I received.
It's not under my luck.
I don't need maple syrup or any of this. Just come on, this is my things. My things. Just come on, please, Rush. Can you just? I told you what I know. Just can you take your team and get her out of here? I mean, I want to keep my things.
Yeah. Look, hey, any other questions from y'all?
No, he's gonna keep his cards close to his chest. I think.
We're gonna do a walk around of the yacht. You boys aren't gonna bother us, right?
No, you can do whatever you want. You have the passes. We already know from Umbra. You have full right to search everything. Everything fine.
Just making sure.
Thank you so much for your time, your attention, your consideration. I'm really excited about the future of our business relationship.
I'm very much looking forward to this. You can see his mood changes once again instantly. Like, Rush knows how to appeal to the soft side of Boris, and it's all about hooking him up, you know? But instantly his mood changes. That's right, I like this. Okay, yeah, you contact me as soon as you get back to the city, right?
Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm back in the city, and I'll get in touch with you again when I've got some of the merch in hand so I can send it your way.
I'm going to line up orders. I'm going to prepare for this. I'm going to hold you to your word. I like this.
Me too,
Speaking
me
of
too.
lining up deals, once we get this case over and done with, we'll be back to Night City a lot sooner. So, if any whispers come your way, we would appreciate any help, and of course, that would be paid off in some lucrative trade, Rush, right?
Certainly, I could give a bit of a deal, I think. Here's my card.
All right,
You
yeah.
can
so-
reach me at that number any time of day or night.
All right. If anything else comes up, I'll contact you. You have Boris's word.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
Hades is going to be like, and here's my card, and just put a maple syrup packet on the desk.
It's got like Hades in Sharpie on it.
He just stares at it and then looks back at Rush. I think time to go. Okay, thank you.
Taking
I
the
bet-
wild card to its logical conclusion. I love it.
Yeah.
But I bet once we leave, he'll be like, oh,
Yes.
in old country, mother would never let me have such sugary treats.
He's going to enjoy that.
Oh, he absolutely played not impressed, but as you're leaving over the shoulder, you do notice that he takes up the maple syrup. He's like, puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Excellent.
So just for the team, not for anyone else, but anyone else noticing that everyone seems to want to appear helpful without actually giving us any help whatsoever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's standard play. But have you not seen any of the old detective vids?
No, I mostly play games, so.
Have you not played any of the old detective games? God, where have you been?
You know, the text-based ones.
Well, I was growing up here, fighting a dictator. I thought we went over this when we arrived.
Excuses. It's
Yeah.
It's the standard play. No one is going to help us out. Everyone's got their own motives, and I'm sure
That's
they're all
right.
just hoping that someone else will get the flack for it.
We also
That's
need
right.
to keep in mind that there may be more than one involved.
Yeah, and what
It's
they're
always
not
the one you
saying,
least expect.
what they're not saying could be just as important as what they are saying. So we just have to keep following leads until we get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry that taking these rods ain't just about undermining Umbra as well. It just doesn't seem. It doesn't seem like the whole of the play, if that's what you were going to do. It seems like a strange line of attack to me.
Yeah.
If it's none of the leaders.
Yeah, it may not be.
I mean, we can figure out motive later. I think it's following the actual rods and where they've gone might be our best bet, because we could sit around spitballing motives until the cow come home. Damn it, it's not this
Ooh.
campaign.
That's what you call a throwback. That was clever. That was great.
Hey!
Hey-o!
If this was a comic book, there'd be like asterisk C,
Right.
series 1, don't have a cow, man.
Like
But
a single flashback panel of somewhere in Night City.
Oh god.
I'll have my revenge.
There's a cubed
no.
cow somewhere out there. There's a cubed cow. It never got washed out. It's just been compressed. Never mind.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Anybody in chat,
The
if you haven't watched the
important thing-
previous campaign, tune into that VOD so you know what we're talking about. It's great campaign. Okay, back to Alex.
The important thing is that the rods have gone missing. So let's follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I'd call that a day's work.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Day
Get
and
some rest.
according to Mike.
Are we
Time.
doing our search first or do that tomorrow?
Well, while we're here, let's have a look around.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's.
Yeah, everybody give me a perception while you're searching the yacht.
And I'll conceal reveal as well.
And I do
or-
want to say, no reveal conceal.
Okay.
Just a normal perception. And I do want to, while you guys roll that, I do want to give a shout out to Aaron Durin, who's in our chat, who earlier mentioned this. I didn't want to say it because I was honestly debating this because it was such a funny, clever idea. I was like, oh my god, that would be epic, but I can't do it to the team. He was like, imagine you enter the cabin where Boris and all the oligarchs and corps and the people are, and standing in there is frickin' Leviticus from the Dixie doing a deal or something like, oh, I was like, that's so good, but it's too soon. I can't, that's too much. It's too, that would just compound things, but wow, what a great idea, Aaron Duran. I almost stole that.
Levi, how you been, man?
But also,
What I do
Leviticus
declare.
surely Leviticus can't make a move on someone else's turf. That would be tacky.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's not what a gentleman does.
there you go.
General
But man-
takes you home before he puts you on ice and steals your organs.
Hey.
That's right.
Yeah.
He
And me with
feeds
no-
you before he
And me
drugs
with
you.
no
and
pearls to
strips you.
grasp.
That was so good.
Also,
though.
Hades rolled a
That's
22
great.
on perception.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, everybody did great on perception, but especially Hades. We'll say Bud as well. Yeah, you'd notice that all the cargo here is matched to inventory, matched to trade, except things are not adding up. You don't find fuel rods. You don't find evidence of fuel rods or anything that can directly link to something like that. But Rush and Hades do notice that some of the numbers aren't adding up. You know, like when they say they have so many drafts from Zarafa, like a dozen in this crate. There's really only 10. There's you notice a couple things like that where inventory is actually a little short than the actual numbers.
It's discrepancies rather than outright, huge gaping hole.
It's little ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple numbers are off, a little lower than inventory would show. Like maybe here and there's a missing bot or two. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Mhm.
Hey, Hades rolled an 18 pickpocket.
Oh God, what is she doing
Stop.
now?
Who
I
are
love
you
how-
pickpocketing?
I know Hades is always like rolling something and then okay, I got that now. Everyone, settle down. Here's what just happened. I'm like, oh God.
Everyone, hold on to your butts. Here's what is going on now.
Hold on to your butts.
So because this is a place where they specialize in robotics and stuff, she just wants to pick up a little something for her bear. Just a little something. Maybe a knife hand, that she could put on it or something.
Yeah.
Or like a laser eye.
I can tell
or
you that
something that makes it dance funky.
yeah, that pickpocket is great. That would pass, jacking whatever you might find like that past any nearby security and stuff. Because I would have either gone with stealth or pickpocket. You already went with that, and that's great. We'll go with that. But give me another luck check. You got to give me a 1d10. It has to fall under your luck stat in order for you to be lucky enough to find what you need.
Here we go.
Which could
Luck,
be
luck,
a
luck.
knife hand or whatever.
It rolled high, so what I would like her to find instead is a Russian nesting doll.
Okay, yeah. We'll go with that.
And
Like a really ugly one, like one that it's like it wasn't really painted properly, so its faces are all kind of askew, and and Hades actually just like she saw it and it was so ugly that she was like, oh no, someone needs to give you a home. Because she may have found it in the trash.
Well, you got it. You found it. There were some of these nearby. You were
I would've
unlucky
made
enough.
His face kind of melt, looks like it's melting down. It made me like staring into a nightmare.
Oh yeah, it's creepy for sure.
When you try to separate them, they're all just the globby mass and
When you open them, each one within is more horrifying than the last.
the Baba Yaga.
That's right. And when you get to the
unleashes disease.
you get to the very inside, and it's a human bone. Surprise!
I'm not surprised by their discrepancies though in their bookkeeping. I bet there's a little bit of graft at all levels.
We're gonna find
Surely.
that in all of the districts.
Yeah. Everyone's got a little something to hide.
No,
Also, Bud,
Diego's numbers
look at
were
this!
perfect.
Except for the giant container of drugs. Right?
Right.
Everybody's got something.
But let's not miss Hades shoving that into somebody's
Yeah.
face, showing it off. Whose
Bud.
face?
Bud's face.
Whoa.
Oh god.
Bud, look!
That is so cursed.
I'm gonna need Bud to give me a resist torture and drugs to not have nightmares tonight. If you fail, you have a nightmare about this tonight while sleeping in the hotel.
Yay! Do it.
Aw. All
I've
right.
seen worse.
You've seen worse.
Same.
You've seen worse.
This to actually literally haunt Bud, to where it's
Joke's
just
on
like
you, I have nightmares every night.
Yeah.
I want it to be like every time
Joke's
Bud
on
turns
you.
around, it's behind him.
Okay.
Joke's on you, I'm deeply traumatized from growing up in a war zone.
Woo!
Oh.
We laugh, but that's actual truth. Yeah, it's like some serious life
Yeah.
path to Bud that, kind of things don't creep him out or scare him very easily.
Yeah.
And it was literally here.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like we're pulling like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing where it's like I show my trauma through comedy because
Exactly.
I am not coping.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, you get that. It's horrifying. You have that nice little horrifying nesting egg deal. And you search, like I said, just here and there. There's a couple giraffes missing from inventory. There's a couple other work bots short on inventory. Other than that, everything else is normal. You don't find rods and things. You're able to leave the district. We'll say it's getting close to about between like 2-3 a.m. You notice the majority of the Citadel is shutting down. Even the emergency power lighting goes down to the very minimum of neons. But you do see the stack up ahead on main deck, which is the hotel. And upon entering, you can see that there's not a lot of people around being this late. It's pretty much just the girl behind the desk who greets you and just basically says, "Hey, did you guys need a room? My name's Dawn."
Yes.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I think we already have rooms.
Oh, you have, and then she notices the passes. And, oh, yeah, we've got you set up. Hold on one second. She goes typing into the system, and then she pulls out a few cards, and she hands over 4 cards. And she says, "Yeah, this will take you to your room. Top floor, you'll see it's just 4, 6, 7, and 8." She hands them over.
Thank you.
Make sure we give these rooms a good go over.
Yeah.
And even if we do and we don't find anything, we don't talk business in our rooms, okay?
Never
I
do.
totally thought you were saying that to the hotel woman. At first.
Yeah, she says, I don't know what we would talk about, but that's fine with me. We don't need to talk business."
I'm so sorry. I was like,
You're so sweet, Donna. You're so sweet.
But why are you telling this woman that? That doesn't make any sense.
God, I love so many of the female NPCs. They're just like, I don't know what you want from me.
If she's got a
it's funny, I
tip
see
jar,
my
I'll
beautiful
give her
wife.
some eddies.
Yeah, you do that. See my beautiful wife Val in the chat, and that's where Dawn is. That's Valerie's middle name, and I was basing that on her with the hospitality. So there you go, Val. But yeah, Dawn takes the eddies, and yeah, that's fine. Cool. There's your rooms. If you need anything, just call down. I'm here till about 6 a.m.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Quick sweep of the room.
Yeah, when you get up, you notice that the elevator that goes up, this takes you to the top level, which is considered kind of penthouse level, where all the other rooms are numbered consecutively going up, level to level to level. When you get up to penthouse, it kind of starts over with like 1 through 10, and that's it. And you guys are up here. You don't really hear a lot of noise up here, being super late and on the top. But everyone, give me another perception.
Healthy paranoia.
And then everybody
Yeah.
give me a reveal conceal.
I'm gonna drop the rest of my luck in that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that on my
21.
conceal reveal because a little birdie tells me the session's nearly over.
How dare you?
Uh,
How dare you, sir?
Conceal reveal
We are
without
now
my
going to
luck.
play for another 3 hours. I've
I
had
know.
it.
I have rehearsals.
You can
Oh, I
thank
needed
Phil.
it. Oh,
You can
God.
thank Phil, Ellen.
You know what? I'll put all my
Thanks,
luck in the conceal
Phil.
reveal too.
Okay.
Gosh,
Yeah.
now
To do it.
Now teacher's gonna hold us in at lunch, Phil.
Boom.
Play more
Oh,
Cyberpunk.
wow.
No.
19.
Amazing. So yeah, let me just get Allie's reveal conceal. Or you did it up there. I see it now. No, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you get up there, you can basically see that everything is very clean up here. The view is amazing from these rooms. Each one of these rooms is set up in such a way that you can see front and back of the stack, so you can see the whole deck as well as out on the ocean. You can tell that this is considered penthouse, including like the bed, even the drapes, little decorations. Everything looks like it was from money. Nothing in here looks like just cheaply thrown in or whatever. Top level. As far as searching the rooms, though, Rush, Bud, and I think it was Hades. Who got the lowest reveal conceal? Let me just double check. Yeah, it was Allie. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, everybody finds a bug in their room. They're in different places. Someone finds a bug, under a lamp. Rush finds it underneath the bed frame. Hades finds one over on like the top of the door frame, and they're just little tiny microphones that looks like that just transmit. And I'm not going to make you roll for the details on it. We'll say Hades background enough in net running. You can tell This is obviously some type of tech device used for Bug in the Room. Bud's come across these as well in his solo career. Rush has probably sold these things before. Allie's the only one that kind of didn't find one in her room. Not to say that there's not one there, but she didn't. And yeah,
Rush
that
actually
just
tried
happened.
to put one of those in my shipping container when we first met.
There's probably one still there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. These are the ones they want you to find.
Yeah, you always hide more than one.
Are you guys all talking
You get
about
to
this
hear
out
me
loud
all
to
the
each other?
time now.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, for the sake of
yeah,
role
no, I
playing,
think out loud we have to be like, oh yes, we found them. Oh good, yes. We've cleared the rooms. The rest can
Just
happen on
put it-
our agent.
Just go to sleep. Jesus Christ. What are they gonna pick up? You snoring? Good night.
Yeah.
I think that's Allie's like thing. It's like, yeah,
That's
of
good,
course
that's
they're
good.
gonna bug us. Just
Bug
like
our room.
and I would love to end the session right there, unless anyone else has something more witty to add. I love that as a last line from Allie.
Hang on. Hayes has rolled a 16 pickpocket.
Oh my god.
That's pick lock you
He's
rolled
like-
there.
Oh, that's pick lock.
Aw. Well, okay, I'll take it. Hayes rolled a 16 pick lock.
Finding something to pick.
She
I'm sure we passed a room on the way.
She successfully
have-
unlocks her own door.
I was gonna say maybe they have one of those trolleys with like the extra soaps and stuff.
Do they have a trolley
you
with the
know.
extra snacks?
Yeah, there you go.
and
We'll give you
candies?
that. I like that. We'll give you that. You, well, after finding the bug and Allie telling her, what are they going to hear us snore? Let's just get some sleep. You notice in the hallway one of those trays. You kind of creep off by yourself for a moment, pick the lock on the side cart, and yeah, it's filled with those nice decorator soaps and scented, lotions and perfumes and shampoos and just all that sort of goody stuff, as well as little mini bar items like little snacks and like little drinks and things.
Come on.
They
Hello,
factor
all
that
the
into the budget. They
chocolates
want
that
you
go
to.
on
They
the
expect you to
pillows.
take.
Fantastic. Hades walks back in, puffy jacket, even puffier.
In the
that's,
morning.
That's where we'll end the session. Puffy jacket Hades. Thanks to everybody in chat for hanging out with us the entire stream. We have a really fun time here. If you can't tell, we wear our fun on our sleeves. We don't hide it. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves too. Big shout out to Syrinscape. I want to recommend everybody watching, whether you're watching the VOD on YouTube or the live stream right now on Twitch, make sure you follow and subscribe to Syrinscape on both Twitch and on YouTube. Show them some support. Share the channel. Just make sure you show them some love. We would really appreciate that. As we get into our outro video and we call it a stream, Dan's going to drop links in the chat. So make sure you show some support to all of us. Myself as the GM, all of the players. Follow on Twitter, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next Thursday. Thanks so much. Take care.
Proxima.